Anyway, so Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. That's what we start with. Let's get started. Okay, I think all the stragglers have found their way in here. All right, we have people that like to be fashionable. That's okay. All right, so we bring our palms together. We're doing 72,000 nerve endings from the left side and the right side, bringing them together so you can balance out your nervous system. And you're inhaling through the nose. This is our default breath. Slowly inhale, take it up through the nose all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Let the belly expand down and out. That's where all your air sacs are, or most of them. Let your belly expand out like a balloon. Fill into the rib cage. Elevate the heart center, shoulders relaxed. Fill in through the chest. Up through the neck. Now pull the chin back slightly so it straightens the spine under the base of the skull. You don't want it up and back. You don't want it down and back. You want it straight back a little bit. Fill up through the neck all the way to the top of the head. Feels like you have a swelled head. That's okay in this situation. And as you exhale, let the tension go from the head, the neck, the chest, the rib cage. Empty the air all the way out. Push the navel all the way back towards the spine. Push the air all the way out. Empty the lungs completely. That's what we call a long, deep breath. Now, people take deep breaths, but they don't take their time to do it. So again, slowly inhale deeply. Keeping the posture, elevated heart center, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place. Fill up through the top of the head. Focus at the brow point, point between the eyebrows, top of the nose. And exhale, letting the tension go. Push it all the way out. Now we'll inhale deeply to begin. Om Namo on the first breath. Guru Dev Namo on the second breath. So inhale. Om. Okay, so we're going to do some warm-up exercises, and then we will do a yoga set to help open the heart center a little bit, and then we'll do a meditation to heal a broken heart. Okay, so because we have new people, I'm going to give you the side view. I guess I should do it this way so the camera can see. All right, so you're holding on to your shins. As you inhale, you're just rolling the hips forward as you elevate the heart center. Keep the head straight throughout the exercise. As you exhale, just roll back on the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Get as much movement in the hips as you can. Roll those hips forward, roll those hips back. That lower back gets compacted, gets numbed out, so you might feel some achiness in that lower back until you get the circulation going there. Now it's not rocking forwards and backwards, it's sitting straight. He's a good example right here, the Detroit Lions. So you just roll the hips forward, roll the hips back. That's all you're doing. Inhale as you roll the hips forward. Exhale as you roll the hips back. As you use your mental focus, direct that energy of the breath to where you're feeling the tension in the spine. Elevate the heart center as you roll the hips forward. Kind of opens up the heart center as well. This moves the spinal fluid up and down the spine. Helps to energize your entire nervous system. It helps to clear the mind. It actually goes up through the blood-brain barrier and starts generating the brain waves that are associated with clarity of thought.
Music. Music, I would say.
What?
Music.
Oh, sorry.
Tchaikovsky.
You guys are addicted.
Addicted.
Spoiled. You've got to be able to, thousands of years ago, they didn't have music.
But you would hire people to sing and play instruments.
Not the yogis, they didn't have that kind of music. Inhale, straight spine, full deep breath. Elevated heart center, shoulders relax, neck lock in place. Inhale some more. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now bring your hands up on, let's do this first. Let's spread the legs wide. We're going to stretch out the life nerve. Keep the spine straight. You bend from the hips. So you're going to inhale in the upright position. Turn toward the left leg. Keep the head in line with the spine. Lean the heart center down toward the knee. Don't drop the head down. Keep the head up. Lead with the heart. When you feel the pressure of the stretch, grab the toe or the ankle with both hands. If you do it with one hand, you kind of twist yourself sideways. Grab your leg or your knee or your toes, depending on your flexibility. Exhale, relax that heart center down toward the knee. Then inhale upright. Some people like to stretch up as high as they can before they do it. Then turn toward the right leg. Lean that heart center down. Pressure of the stretch. Grab the toes or the ankle or behind the leg. And exhale into the stretch. Only work within the pressure of the stretch. Don't try to force anything. Inhale in the upright position. Full deep breath, and now lean forward, heart center toward the floor. Exhale, relax into the stretch, grabbing both feet or ankles or behind the leg. And continue, left, right, and center. Spread your legs a little bit wider if you can. There you go. Remember to keep the head up. Don't let that head drop. Keep the head up. You're leading with the heart. We're not butthead yogis. Some of you must have been Beavis and Butthead fans back in the day. The reason you don't want to drop the chin down, it cuts off your awareness. Your proprioceptors are the body's internal GPS. It makes it possible. I have my eyes closed. I can bring my hands together just like that. Because one hand knows where the other hand is. You can do all sorts of things. You have that internal body awareness to know where the location of your body is. So you want to be able to explore deeply all the nuances of what's going on inside your body. You drop your head down, you lose some of that awareness. This is the life nerve stretch. You're stretching the life nerve that runs from the big toe of each foot up the inside of each leg, up each side of the spine. By keeping this life nerve stretched out, you'll have plenty of energy for your nervous system. It helps to energize the nervous systems, whether you're 8 or 108. I'm closer to 108 than I am to the 8, so this is important for me to do. You're doing me a favor by getting me to do more yoga here. Thank you. Really. I'm a Leo, and Leos can be lazy if they don't have responsibilities. They're going to go to sea. You know how lions are. They just kind of lay around most of the time until they get really hungry, and then they go out and get something and hang out again. Just focus on yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Nobody's going to steal your stuff. I'll keep an eye on them. Keep your focus at the heart center. Learn to lean that heart center into stuff. If you stay open-hearted, the world's opportunities are much more available to you. You're more aware of what's out there. People are more open to you. If you're more open to people, people are going to be more open to you. Stay friendly. Get you further than trying to shelter yourself. Okay, inhale upright, full deep breath. And exhale, letting the tension go. This mantra plane is a mantra for protection. It's a unique mantra. It puts a protective shield around you. The law of karma is, if you project something out, like you got negativity or fear, you project it out into the universe, it's going to come back at you 10 times over. So if you're nervous, upset, anxious, sad, whatever, it's like a vicious circle. So playing this mantra helps to put a protective shield around you so it can't come back at you. It helps you to kind of go through your stuff. You don't have to stop worrying or anything else, but if you keep a mantra like this kind of going in your head or in the environment, I encourage people to constantly have powerful music playing in the background that's kind of sublimate the energy to kind of create that dynamic vibration so that it helps to balance out your energy and helps you to immerse yourself into positive environments. Okay, now you can sit cross-legged again. Bring your hands up onto your shoulders. Keep the elbows up. Keep the heart center elevated. You're going to inhale left, exhale right. Remember to turn the head from shoulder to shoulder. This is the only yogic exercise that helps to lubricate those pads between the vertebrae. Every one of your little backbones, those little vertebrae, have a disc or a pad. It's got to stay moist. It's got to stay soft. It's got to stay springy. If it's like a dried out sponge, you know how a dried out sponge is? They're hard as a rock. They're like brick. You can break them off. They can crumble. You don't want that to happen to those discs between your vertebrae. Otherwise, if they crumble, then you got bone on bone, you have chronic back pain. In fact, since the About the year 2000, there's been a tremendous upswing in the number of spinal surgeries to fuse people's spine, especially the baby boomers who are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s now. A few more seconds. Inhale left, exhale right. Remember to turn the head from shoulder to shoulder as well. Your uppermost part of the spine is up under the base of the skull. Inhale to the center. Relax the arms down. Keep your focus at the brow point. Full deep breath. Fill the belly. Expanding to the rib cage. Fill the chest. Heart center elevated. Shoulders relaxed. Neck lock in place. Inhale up through the top of the head. Hold the breath. Feel the energy. That's pranic energy, life force energy. That's not the oxygen in the breath. It's the spark within the atom. Every atom has the cosmic blueprint, the cosmic dance. Neutrons, electrons, protons doing their spinning dance, however they do that. And all those subparticles, including the God particle in there. You have trillions of God particles, so there's trillions of God within you. Exhale, letting the tension go. Keep the focus at the brow point. Inhale. Exhale. Hands are resting on the shoulders. Inhale, push the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, this is the important part. Let the shoulders drop. Let the universe take over. Inhale up, exhale, let them drop. Keep your hands on the knees. This helps to break up the upper body tension in the upper neck, chest, and shoulder area. That's where we store our subconscious fears, pain, anxieties, worries. The weight of the world's on your shoulders. That's where it's all stored subconsciously. This is where it goes. You want to break that up. You want it to release it. Also, if you got a lot of upper body tension, it's cutting off oxygen supply to the brain. When you do that, you're going to feel depressed, or at least not as enthusiastic about life as you could be. This is yogic Prozac. This is an antidepressant exercise. Breathe powerfully. This also has the benefit of moving the lymph fluid back into the blood system. That's important. You don't want to have a clogged lymph system. Just like you don't want to have a clogged toilet. You know how that gets. It makes everything stinky. It makes everything very yucky. So if your lymph system's clogged, your lymph nodes are clogged, it doesn't give feedback to the brain as to what viruses and bacteria are in an area. If that happens, then you don't get the proper manufacturing of T cells that create antibodies that can fight off probably most of the viruses and bacteria that come into your system. So if you want to stay healthy, you got to clear the lymph system. It puts it back into the bloodstream underneath the collarbones. That's where it goes, back into the bloodstream, filters out to the liver and the kidneys. Last few seconds, powerful breath. Some of you have shoulder issues, so pay attention. Use your common sense. Don't get carried away. Keep the head straight. Keep the heart center elevated. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Lift that heart center. Stretch the spine up. Everything is up. Inhale some more. Now drop the chin to the chest. Inhale some more. More. Hold the breath. And we're going to apply the root lock. Squeeze tight the muscles around the tailbone, the bottom of your spine, around the rectum and the sex organ there. Squeeze those muscles tight. Pull in the navel. Back towards the spine. Hold the breath. Focus at the brow point. Feel the heat. Feel the energy. Let it circulate. It's healing energy going through the body. Keep the shoulders up, up, up. And exhale. Relax down. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale deeply. Full deep breath. Let that energy of the breath go into those areas that you've opened up here now. Let that breath, that pranic energy freely circulate into the area. I get tongue-tied sometimes. I guess I'm talking too fast. Exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale, keep your focus, be aware. See how this life force energy of the breath spreads out through every cell of your being. As you exhale, you're exercising the process of apana. It's the opposite of prana. Apana is, it's not the first words of a story, once upon a time. It's the process of elimination. You're letting stuff go. You're letting go of emotional, physical tension. You're letting go of subconscious tension, mental tension, spiritual tension. You're letting it all go. Give it back to the universe. You don't need it, don't want it, or shouldn't have it. Inhale deeply again. Shoulders relaxed. Remember, heart center elevated. Fill all the way up, top of the head. And exhale, letting the tension go. Push it all the way up. Let the tension go. Push out the disease as well. Okay, now drop the chin to the chest. Slowly begin rotating the head up around the back. On the inhale, take your time so you feel the dynamics of the stretch. Slowly exhale down around the front. Just keep rolling slowly around in a circle. Roll that head up and around. Now don't be swaying your body. Keep the shoulders straight. Because when you sway the body, you lose track of what your neck is doing. You want to just focus on the neck muscles. This helps us release a lot of the tension, addresses that tension in the neck and all the different angles. But this also has the benefit of stimulating those glands in the throat, at the base of the skull and in the center of the brain. Major glands that need to be stimulated and balanced out, like your thyroid, parathyroid, thalamus, hypothalamus, pineal and pituitary glands. Now reverse direction. Feel how it creates that dynamic stretch. Your neck muscles and the structure of how it supports the skull and the brain is an architectural wonder. That head is just kind of sitting up there floating on the tip of your spine, and it gets held in place all day long by all these muscles supporting the heaviest part of the body, the densest part of the body. If you haven't reversed direction, reverse direction. Go the other way. I kind of lose track of when we reverse directions, so. Just work it out. Work out the kinks. This also helps to increase blood flow to the brain. That's important. Remember, keep your spine stable. Isolate the movements so only your head and neck are moving around. Some of you are kind of going like this. It's not the same thing. Keep the shoulders stable. Just let that head Roll around. You want to get in a true awareness. Kundalini Yoga is a yoga of awareness. You become more aware of who you really are and what kind of state everything is in your body, in your mind, in your subconscious. You got to learn how to strengthen yourself and face the truth of yourself. That's what you're dealing with. Now inhale to the center. And exhale. Okay. Some of you are brand new, maybe don't know what breath of fire is. If you ever seen a dog pant, we're going to use breath of fire. So if you're not familiar with breath of fire, it goes like this. Stick out your tongue and pant like a dog. Notice how your navel point is pumping, pumping, pumping. And you pull in your tongue and just do it through your nose. That's breath of fire. Okay. Since you know what breath of fire is now bring your hands into prayer pose. Right here, center of the chest. Fingers are pointing straight up, so your wrists are cocked. Your forearms are parallel to the ground. Sit straight, keep that heart center elevated, neck lock in place, and begin breath of fire. Keep the heart center elevated, keep the pressure on the palms, steady pace with the breath of fire. Focus at that heart center, center of the chest. One more minute. Keep up. Keep the head straight. Elevated heart center. Pressure on the palms. Focus the energy at the heart center. 30 seconds. Slowly inhale into the belly. Fill into the rib cage, into the chest. Heart center elevated, palms are pressed together. Fill up through the chest, up through the neck. Neck lock in place. Pull the chin back slightly, straighten the spine. Inhale some more up through the top of the head. Hold the breath. Feel the energy. Let it circulate. Apply the root lock. Squeeze tight those muscles at the base of the spine, around the tailbone. Pull in the navel point. Hold the breath. Focus at the heart center. Circulate the energy there. Exhale, relax the arms down. Remember to keep that chin dropped a little bit straight. Yeah. Some of you have the chin up. It's a tendency that when you look at the brow point and stuff, you tend to. All right. Now, this is when you're going to get the stuff out. You're going to make your hands into fists. Right here at the side of the rib cage. And you're going to punch out and back, punch out and back like pistons. Every time you punch out, you exhale. Eyes are open, look at the horizon. Do it fairly rapidly. It's almost like your breath becomes like breath of fire. Don't turn your shoulders, just punch out like pistons. Keep the shoulders straight. Eyes are open. Eyes are open. Focus. Breathe out through the nose. Punch, 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 punch. This helps you to get out the subconscious anger within your system. So much of that anger is generated about ourselves and what we feel about ourselves. So just keep punching. All the frustration, all your worries, all your care, punch it out. Keep it looking at the horizon, just above the horizon. Keep the head straight, neck lock in place, heart center elevated. Keep elevating that heart center. Punch, punch, punch. Try not to blink, but stare at the horizon. Fixed point somewhere on the horizon, on the back wall there. "30 seconds now." Inhale deeply. Full deep breath. Fill all the way up, top of the head, shoulders relaxed. Now tighten those fists. Tighten the spine. Squeeze tight the root lock, base of the spine. Squeeze tight, pull in the navel. Focus at the heart center. Circulate the energy. Exhale, relax the arms. Down. Inhale deeply. Fill into that heart center. Fill into the chest. Fill into the arms. All the way up through the top of the head. Shoulders relaxed. Neck lock in place. Elevated heart center. Exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Come standing up. Might have to shake out your legs a little bit. We missed it for a while. Now be conscious of your neighbors. We're going to just swing the arms around like this. Inhale as you come up and around. Exhale as you come down and around. Eyes open? It's up to you. Good to say. That way, if you got your eyes open, you see who's smacking you in the head.
Right.
Womp, womp, womp. Also, make sure you don't hit somebody. You can close your eyes once you. Some people need to keep their eyes open to maintain their balance. Your feet should be shoulder width apart so that you can maintain your balance. And keep going. Breathe. Open up that heart center area. One more minute. Open up that heart center. This is to help you to open up that rib cage. Open up that heart center. "30 seconds. Breathe into it. Use the breath to help you to process the energy. Work with the tension. Now inhale, stretch the arms up. This is the hold up. Stretch up. Come on. Inhale, stretch. Lift that heart center. Inhale some more. Spread the fingers wide. Hold the breath. Stretch up. And exhale, relax down. Come sitting down. Okay. Interlace your hands into Venus lock. Now, Venus lock for women is left over right, and you're going to interlace it enough, and then your thumb tips are touching just like this. For men, it's just the opposite. It's right over left. It deals with the polarity of energy of male and female. Okay? All right, you got that? And the palms are facing down right here at the navel point. Just like this. As you inhale, you're slowly going to elevate the hands up, floating them up to the brow point as you inhale. As you exhale, you float them back down to the navel point. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And continue. Powerful breath. Actually, just come up to the throat, to the chin there. Exhale down to the navel. Powerful breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Now it takes concentration. It takes willpower, because you've been doing all this conscious breathing for so long. Your body doesn't feel motivated on its own to breathe like this, so you're having to use your mind, your discipline, your concentration to keep breathing powerfully like this. Inhaling up to the throat, exhaling down to the navel point. Your navel point is your power center. Inhale into that navel point. Exhale, push the air all the way out from the navel point. Third chakra, the navel point, is your power center. It helps you to get things done. 30 seconds. Now inhale deeply, slowly bring the hands up to the level of the throat, full deep breath. Inhale some more. Hold the breath, apply the root lock, base of the spine, squeeze tight, pull in the navel point, focus at the heart center. Circulate that energy, that pranic force, penetrate deep within the center there at the heart. Exhale, let the arms relax down. Inhale. Full deep breath, elevated heart center, shoulders relaxed. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. We're going to have our hands just like this. Palms are facing forwards. Elbows are relaxed against the rib cage. Heart center's elevated, shoulders relaxed. We're going to press the index finger to the thumb. That's with 5 pounds of pressure. And then we'll be chanting. It's a mental process, okay? You're going to be mentally processing the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, the truth, the dynamic truth. It's the derivative of Sat. The all-encompassing truth of the universe, the totality of truth. Ta, the beginning or birthing process. This is the cycle of the universe. Na, ending or death cycle. Ma, regeneration, rebirth cycle. This is the constant flow of the universe. Things begin, they happen, and they end, and then they regenerate and begin again. Like summer goes into fall, goes into winter, goes into spring, goes into summer. Morning goes into day, into sunset, into night, into dawn, into day, into sunset, into night. There's these cycles. You have that going on with each breath you take, fully, deeply inhaling all the way up and then exhaling it all the way out. So you're going to be pressing on the fingertip. This actually massages your brain. Different meridian flow lines go from each finger to a different part of the brain. This is good for people that are suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia. If you don't have Alzheimer's and dementia, this will help keep your brain stimulated so you don't get into that state. Your thumb is considered like your ego, okay? And your finger, first finger is finger of wisdom, knowledge, your middle finger for emotions and health. People ought to use that a lot, you know, for emotional expression. The sun finger for the basic sun energy, the ring finger, and then the little finger's Mercury finger for communication. So you're stimulating all those different dynamics. So it just began. So, Sa, Ni for your finger, Ta on the next finger, Na on the third finger, Ma on the last finger. Doing it mentally, doing it silently. Pressure on each finger, about 5 pounds of pressure. To get that stimulation, that neural brain wave going up into the brain, that neural impulse. You're a neural electrical system. Keep breathing long and deep. Eyes are closed. Keep the shoulders relaxed. There's a tendency for those shoulders to creep up on you, to start tensing up. It's a subconscious reflex action. You want to counteract that because that starts closing off that circulation to the brain. 5 pounds of pressure, not just daintily touching your tip of your finger. Pressure, you know, if you had a 5 pound, you know what a 5 pound bag of flour, how heavy that feels like. That's the kind of pressure you want to put on your fingertip. One more minute. Okay, now inhale, exhale. Now relax the arms down. Now take your right index finger and close off the right nostril just like this. And just breathe long and deep through the left nostril. Left nostril. Breath. The left nostril is connected to the right side of the brain. Your right side of the brain deals with emotional stuff, deals with health issues, all those kinds of things. Keep the shoulders relaxed, elevated heart center, neck lock in place. Take your time so the air can fill the belly, go into the rib cage, fill the chest all the way up through the top of the head. Don't shortchange your capacity to breathe long and deep. Takes longer, but that's okay. We tend to move way too fast. We're way too overstimulated. It helps to slow you down a little bit. Give your nervous system a break. Anytime you're feeling emotional or upset, take 3 minutes or so to breathe long and deep through the left nostril. It'll help you to regain your balance, your equilibrium. Now relax your hand down and just sit comfortably and breathe normally through both nostrils. Now inhale, exhale, now just lie down on your back and relax for a few moments, letting the energy circulate, letting the tension go. Receptive pose, palms are facing up. They're like little satellite dishes. They give off energy and they receive energy. There's a lot of subtleties that go on. Just let the weight of your body release into the floor. Let your mind flow free. As you inhale, let the energy of the breath, that pranic energy, circulate through every cell. Allow that energy to circulate freely. As you exhale, let the tension go. Letting the tension go happens on many different levels. Happens physically, emotionally, happens mentally, happens subconsciously, can happen spiritually. Allow for the universe, allow for your body and your mind to be aware of the dynamics within yourself, so that whatever you're able to allow to let go, not force out of your system, it's not a forceful process, it's a learning how to relax, let the energy flow, and at the same time you're letting the tension go. It's about letting and allowing. You're designed to be a flow-through system. Let the energy freely flow into you, that totality of truth, the Sat. And as you exhale, you're manifesting the truth. There's no judgment, there's no shame, there's no blame in the process. It's all part of the process. Nothing's outside of this God consciousness. Good, bad, indifferent, ugly, beautiful, whatever it is, it's all part of the process. Totality of truth. Let it manifest, let it happen, let it go. Get in touch with the God within. And let that God within manifest as part of the God that you're letting go of as well. Inhale deeply. Bring yourself back. Exhale. Just stay down. Just relax. We'll slowly come back. Inhale. Begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Just move your wrists and your ankles around. Just rotate your ankles. Move them around in a circle, around and around, both directions. Now inhale, stretch the arms overhead onto the ground above you. Stretch out the spine, stretch, stretch. Inhale some more and stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release the tension. Inhale, rub the soles of the feet, palms of the hands together. Rub the soles of your feet together as well. And exhale, relax the legs down. Now bend one leg, bend that knee, take that bended knee, turn it over the other leg. Just do a cat stretch to the side. Relax the arms down. Just bend the knee, bend the leg so that the knee is bent, and then turn that knee over the other leg. Just like, there you go. Just turn it over the other leg. Stretch out your hip to the side on the inhale. Exhale back to the center. Bend the other knee. Inhale, stretch to the other side. Exhale back to the center. Now inhale, pull the knees to the chest, wrap the hands around these, keep the head and shoulders on the mat. Pull the knees in tight so that you stretch out that lower back. Inhale into that lower back, stretch. Exhale, back off from the tension. Again, inhale, pull the knees in. Take the breath into the lower back. Exhale, back off from the tension. Now inhale and gently begin rocking from side to side. Back and forth, side to side. Just rock your hips back and forth, side to side. Now begin rocking forwards and backwards. Rock on your spine, forwards and backwards. Create some momentum and can rock yourself up to a sitting position. Okay. We're going to do this meditation designed to help heal a broken heart. All right, I'm going to read you this is going to be the mudra. It's going to be prayer pose. Your elbows are cocked up like this. The tip of your middle finger is right there at the level at the brow point. So this is the mudra. Keep that heart center elevated. Okay, this is going to be the mudra, but you don't have to do it yet. So, to heal, this meditation is very relaxing if you understand it. The autonomic nervous system will relax and your breath will automatically move toward a meditative pace to renew and relax your heart and mind. To heal the emotional wounds of the heart, we need to bring calm to the nerves that hold the wound. We know that a break in relationship to others or to ourselves has almost identical reactions to the nervous system and brain as a physical injury or a loss of limb. This mudra, this hand position, okay, that's what the mudra creates balance. It generates a subtle pressure which adjusts the heart meridian along the little finger and outer forearm, activating the action nerve junction with the autonomic system to reset itself by keeping the forearms parallel to the ground and involving the armpit reflexes. And finally, it uses the pranic influence of the middle finger and its Saturn and air qualities to quell residual emotional storms. Remember, this is your emotional finger. Well, we're going to use it for positive effects instead of negative effects, okay? All right, so let's bring our palms together. It's not a lot of pressure on the palm. So, but there is pressure. Don't have air. Make sure that there's everything's touching, but you're not pressurizing. Okay, the elbows are up. So that middle finger's right there at the brow point. Close the eyes and just go deep within. Put on some heart regeneration music for you, and then you just do the best you can with it. Remember to keep those elbows up as best you can. Keep that heart center elevated. Keep the neck lock in place. You're not touching. You're just in front. You're at the level of the brow point. Eyes are closed. Keep those elbows up. Keep those upper arms, your forearms parallel to the ground. Some of you with shoulder issues, you might be able to do this better if you're lying down. It's up to you. Do the best you can. Got to be a little higher so your middle finger's up by the brow point. There we go. Keep those elbows, arms parallel. There you go. Bring your hands a little higher and those elbows up. There you go. Eyes are closed. Don't cross your legs. Don't cross your ankles. It shorts out your nervous system.
Focus at the third eye?
It didn't give a specific focus since you're dealing with a broken heart, so just go deep within. It'll take care of itself. Keep the head straight. Those elbows parallel. Upper forearms are parallel, straight line. Lower your hands down a little bit. Lift your elbows. together. It's not touching, but it's up by the brow point. Keep a straight line between from elbow to elbow. Keep the head straight. Bring the hands up, up. There you go. Keep the elbows straight line from elbow to elbow. It's a challenge. It'll bring great rewards. Drop your chin down. Keep that head straight. Got to stay level-headed throughout all this. Keep the head straight. Bring your head up straight. Drop your chin down. Keep the palms together. You're not touching. Bring your elbows up just like this. Right there. Okay. Just do the best you can. Try to keep those elbows up. Breathe. You're dealing with some major issues, possibly. This is why I send you copies of this. You can practice it on your own. Try to keep those upper arms, those elbows up. After a while, it starts kicking into your autonomic nervous system, starts relaxing stuff. But initially, it feels like a lot of pressure. So just let yourself dive deeper and deeper within yourself. The heart is very protective. Try to relax the breath. Let the energy flow. Let the tension go. That's all what it's all about. Go deep within. Let that pranic energy penetrate, life force energy, penetrate into the darkness, into the subconscious, into the fear, into the whatever's going on, and release it and let it go. Just about 3 more minutes now. Do your best. One more minute. Perfect the pose. Finish strong. Dive deep within yourself. Interlace the fingers and then stretch the arms straight up. Just keep breathing, keep lifting the arms, stretch out the spine. One more minute, just relax into it. Lengthening the spine, letting the energy freely circulate throughout your system. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax the arms down. Now sit or lie quietly and become the observer. As an observer, you're just watching. Without judgment, without shame, without blame, there's no right or wrong answers. You're just watching what's happening within yourself. So you need compassion because you are experiencing what you're watching or what you're observing. So be aware of the dynamics flowing through the body. The tingling sensations, the heat, the cold, the aches, the pain, the numbness, the throbbing or pulsing, whatever it is, just be aware of it with compassion. Beware of your emotional state. Again, there's no right or wrong answers. There's no judgment or shame or blame. There is compassion whether you're happy, sad, worried, calm, joyous, fearful, inspired, joyful, whatever it is. Just be aware of it with compassion. Be aware of the breath. We controlled the breath throughout the class. Now observe the breath. How does it function on its own when it's flowing by itself? Conscious. It's a realization that the universe does pay attention to what's going on within you. Your steady breath coming and going, your heartbeat rhythmic process, that your rhythm of life, those things are constantly happening. Keeps you going, keeps the energy flowing. Be aware. No judgment, no shame, no blame. aware of your thought patterns. Your thoughts, they come and they go. See where your mind takes you as you observe the mind. Again, without right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame. Whether you dwell on the past, the present, or the future, people, places, relationships, issues, pets, finances, job, what's for lunch, whatever it is, just observe the mind and how it functions with compassion. As you can observe the body, the emotions, the breath, and the mind, there's a vast part of your consciousness beyond these four dimensions that connect you with your undying self, connect you with your infinite self, connect you with your unlimited self, your connection with the cosmic flow of the universe, your connection with the divine influence, however you define that for yourself. So dwell within your soul or your spirit, without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. These five dimensions all coexist at the same time, so consolidate your experience into one complete experience of who you are at this moment, without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion, body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit. Inhale, exhale. We always end each class with a little song that embodies why we do the yoga in the first place. So bring your palms together, center of the chest. Inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We finish with the long Sat Nam. Remember, Sat, the totality of truth. Nam, the unique manifestation. Some element of that truth happening here and now through each one of us and through everything around us. So inhale deeply. Hold deep breath. All the way through the top of the head. Inhale some more. May God bless you all, be with you all. May He answer your prayers, protect you at every moment of time and space. May peace be your aim, motto, and target. May victory be your guiding star, and may you live in nobility and grace. Satnam.
Satnam.
So any questions, let me know. Put your name on the email list if you want copies of what we did today, including links to the music.